3, 2, 1. Damn it.
You clapped.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Casual Commentators. Second episode that we're filming, just so you know, in terms of the progression of events. Number two. So this one...
What number?
2.
I thought it was 3.
We could have actually just said this was like the last video we filmed. They wouldn't know.
Yeah, fuck them.
They wouldn't know. Fuck them.
What do they know?
Is this focused on the microphone?
Mm-hmm.
How do I get that not...
For all you audio listeners out there,
have
to throw that into every podcast.
For all one of you, probably. There is actually, that's funny though. On our website is where we house all of our audio files, which translate over to the iTunes podcast.
Exactly.
And there's one dude who keeps listening and liking everything on our website.
Is it you?
No, his name is the Sci-Fi Buddha.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Thanks. So big thanks to Sci-Fi Buddha. Really appreciate it. If you're listening to
this, come on the show. We'd love to have you.
We would absolutely love to have the Sci-Fi Buddha.
Wherever you're listening from.
Does that... It still looks blurry for whatever reason.
You're blurry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So today's video, as you can tell...
blurry face and I care what you think.
So on today's episode of the Casual Commentators... Don't clap! You can probably tell by the title, this is going to be sort of the first installment in a versus series. If you're thinking, oh my god, they're copying Screw Attack. Yeah, You're damn right we are.
Also, fuck you, we're just doing this for laughs.
We just want some content. Sorry that everything is taken and there's nothing original.
We don't have any research to this, we're just spitballing some.
Fair point. So, maybe...
Our deadliest warriors.
Fair point. Yeah, this is like Deadliest Warrior.
R.I.P. that show. I was the only one that watched it.
That's like 1,000 Ways to Die. Isn't that show ended?
Yeah, but I'm talking about Deadliest Warrior.
I'm just Spike in general, dude.
It is
Spike was a good channel, man.
Spike is a good.
Spike was
R.I.P.
a good
Spike. It's still around.
No,
but it's just not
Spike,
good
dude.
anymore.
It's gone. So as you can tell by today's versus, we've got the Scooby-Doo gang from the 2002 live-action films. And the Avengers from the 2012 film, just to get the numbers pretty much even. So Marco's here. Marco's
that?
Sorry, I just had a stroke, dude. Marco's gonna be arguing why the Avengers will win. I'll be arguing why the Scooby-Doo gang will take the W.
Also, I would just like to say we went full circle with this one because a lot of you may not know out there. 2002 Scooby-Doo movie written by James Gunn.
Our first video that we filmed like 10 seconds ago. James Gunn.
He's really in conversation lately. You can't get away from him.
All of our content, we should have like twisted it so in some way, shape, or form.
James Gunn, please be on the show. We'd love to have you.
James, that'd be great. Thanks, James.
Reach out to our email. Our secretary will let you know.
I don't know. I know Bradley Cooper brought this up through Jackson, Maine in A Star Was Born, but he was like, when you get famous, everyone calls you by your full name instead of just your name. And we've been calling him James Gunn this entire time.
Instead of just
James.
You know what, Jim? Come on the show.
Jimbo, get over here! So, on the Scooby-Doo gang, if you recall from the 2002 James Gunn version, you've got Scooby, Shaggy, Freddie Prinze Jr., Velma, and Daphne.
No Fred, mind you.
It's
Fred. Just Freddie Prinze Jr.
Just Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze Jr. looks really weird these days. I don't know if you've kept up with him, but he doesn't look...
Does he not look like Fred anymore? Gee, gang, I haven't aged well. The Avengers, we have the ever-famous robot guy. We have long-hair Shakespeare. Douchebag from the 1940s who should actually be very racist if you think about it.
Fair point, actually.
Yeah, right?
Not very realistic.
Cap should be very, very racist. You should not like Nick Fury.
What if could you imagine he shows up and just like, what?
And Green Goblin,
the Willem Dafoe version.
Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, bow and arrow, useless man, and sex appeal. That's who we have on the Avengers.
Did you forget? Would you count Nick? No, you wouldn't count Nick Fury.
Well,
wait a second. Hold on a second. So you've got 3. No, because then it's 7 on side.
But we can make it even with 6 on 6 by including Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah, wait a second. We could 7 on 7.
But are we gonna do Rowan Atkinson's Scrappy-Doo, or are we gonna do CGI monstrosity Scooby-Doo Scrappy-Doo? The Arkham Asylum Scrappy-Doo.
The Arkham Asylum. He took the Joker.
He took the Titan.
Yeah, the Titan. That's what it was. I think
that's a good game.
I think Well, actually, no. We have to do the Titan one because then it's Hulk versus
versus Scrappy-Doo.
Okay, so adjusted lineup for the Scooby-Doo game. We've got.
Wait, hold on. I just want to point something about it. You know how he was controlling Rowan Atkinson the whole time, and he had a little like robot compartment in his chest.
Yeah.
They straight up ripped that off from Men in Black 2.
I've never seen Men in Black 2.
You haven't?
I just ruined his day.
No. Okay, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Men in Black 2.
It was
Men in Black 1. The aliens that had the cat, that had the galaxy on his things, were dressed up like big Armenian men, but they were tiny little aliens inside the chest compartments of these men. Scooby-Doo straight up ripped that off.
This might come as a surprise to you, but I haven't seen Men in Black 1. Based off how I haven't seen Men in Black 2.
We run a movie podcast. What have you seen? I don't know.
Let's get into the Versus series. So, I'm thinking, right here, let me pitch it to you. Let's take the New York setting, right, from the 2012
Battle
Avengers
of the
movie.
Chitauri invasion.
Battle of the Chitauri invasion. Instead, it's the Scooby-Doo invasion.
Ooh.
Mystery Machine comes in hot. I'm thinking that blows through the Quinjet. You know what I'm saying? So that downs the Avengers.
Does it launch? Does it like come from the sky, land on the Quinjet, and then drive off it into the streets of Manhattan?
Yes. So it comes from the Chitauri portal.
Okay.
Slams onto the Quinjet.
Oh, so they were working with Thanos.
They were.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo is Thanos. Scooby-Doo is Thanos.
Has the gauntlet.
He does, yeah. Could you imagine if Scooby-Doo was like had the Mind Stone?
Ruh-roh.
So they.
Good try, bud. Good try.
Thanks. They're coming in hot. So then we got Avengers on this side, Mystery Machine on this side. I'm saying we've got to pair them up so that it's somewhat, person versus person. So obviously we've got Titan Scrappy-Doo versus the Hulk. I'm saying Shaggy versus Iron Man.
Really?
I would
put Shaggy against Fred because they're both technically the leaders.
What do you mean Shaggy against Fred? Why would they be?
No, I'm sorry, Iron Man. You know what? We're jumping right into Civil War with
right.
We're
just the Scooby-Doo gang gets down and immediately just starts
fighting each other. They have a big you would put Fred against Iron Man.
No, I'd put Fred. I put Freddie Prinze Jr. against Captain America because they're both blonde
and assholes,
and they're both wearing blue.
Okay, fair enough.
So we got Shaggy versus Iron Man, Freddie Prinze Jr. versus Captain America. I'm saying Velma. Oh, this is gonna get into some dicey territory. I'd definitely go with Daphne versus Black Widow.
Daphne would they're both the redheads.
Yeah, both the redheads, both very acrobatic.
And Velma would definitely square up against Hawkeye because they're definitely the more kind of like
useless characters.
Yes, but
intellectual. The way you want to phrase that.
The strategist. That like the soldiers, mind you.
So yeah, that Velma versus
Jinkies,
and then that leaves Scooby-Doo versus Thor.
Oh boy, I forgot about Thor.
Well, I gotta let me copy down some notes.
Scooby-Doo versus Thor. So would Scooby-Doo be worthy? Could he pick up Mjolnir?
He'd have to be if he beats Thor. But that's the question. If he beats Thor.
If he beats Thor.
So let me grab my pen real quick.
Because Scooby-Doo would use the power of
Scooby Snacks.
The power through Thor. Everybody knows Scooby Snacks don't conduct electricity.
You're trying to argue for the Avengers. You realize that, right?
I understand. Doesn't mean I can't give you some leeway, my
Give me some pointers.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out here, my guy. It's obvious the Avengers would win, so step up your game.
So you're trying to like give me a handicap.
Yeah, here you go, a handicap.
Fred versus Cap.
That's what Shaggy's gonna end up. You know who else is in Prometheus? Idris Elba.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he plays the accordion in it.
I haven't seen Prometheus.
Stop the podcast.
All right, so starting off strong, I'm thinking that we have to. Do you want to do Shaggy versus Iron Man first or last? Because that's the big one.
Yeah, let's go. Let's start off with a bang.
Start off with a bang.
Leave him disappointed. That's what my mom always taught me.
Okay, Shaggy versus Iron Man. I'm saying right off the bat, Shaggy's gonna piece up Iron Man, dude.
Why?
Shaggy's gonna piece him up. Because he's got those like really. He's got a long reach. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because of those giant, like, monkey arms on him?
Right, exactly. He's got a really long reach. So I'm thinking that if Iron Man doesn't start flying, Shaggy's got a really good, couple jabs and crosses he can get.
Really? Okay. But let me offer you this. Have you ever tried to fight somebody who is high as fuck? It's very easy. He would literally go up to Shaggy
and just kill him
instantly. He would go up to Shaggy and say, like, "Hey, man, why are we fighting?" And Shaggy would be like, and then he would go fuck off to the shawarma place and just be eating for the next 2 hours.
So Iron Man would mentally destroy Shaggy.
He wouldn't even need to use his repulsors.
He gets out of his suit and just it's just Tony Stark.
He's talking to him as Tony. He's not talking to him as Iron Man. He sees that Shaggy is mentally vulnerable, so he'll just go up to him and be like, "Hey man,
you got me there.
Why are you even here?"
There. Okay, that's a big W for Iron Man right there.
Because we're not fucking going that Ultra Instinct Shaggy shit. This is regular Shaggy.
Matthew Lillard Shaggy.
He has a real name that's really fucking stupid. I just can't remember it right now. It's like Archibald or something.
I want to say Norman, but I don't think it's Norman.
It's something real stupid of what Shaggy's legal name is. The name that he buys all of his weed under.
Regardless, Shaggy's losing this one versus Iron Man.
He's not dead though. He left him alive. He's eating.
That's a really nice way of ending it.
He's existentially questioning his life, and he's enjoying a nice shawarma. Maybe Iron Man goes up and joins him afterwards. Maybe they have a nice conversation.
However, this next one is definitely going to end with someone dying. Freddie Prinze Jr. versus Captain America.
Ooh.
Right, here's the thing. I feel like what you're going to downplay, the ascot. The ascot's a big play here.
Yeah, it's a shield, man.
I know, but once Cap throws that shield, he's gonna take his ascot off, right? Imagine the ascot's like, I'm stretching it right here, a lot of tension. Boom, deflect the shield, run up to Cap, wrap it around his throat, and just...
Okay, but let me tell you this. What the fuck? Mr. Freddie Prinze Jr., he has no other option but to be purely offensive.
Yeah.
He has no other choice. Cap is a purely defensive creature, and time and history and sports can tell us defense wins games.
That's not even true.
That's
true. Not even true.
You can't win a football game unless you have good defense.
Okay,
you can't just keep scoring touchdowns if they're going to keep scoring it on you too. Captain America has the advantage of having a good defense that he can counter. He can block. Fred's just going in there. What wins, speed or strength? It's speed.
Okay, but I think that eventually Freddy is going to overwhelm him. I mean, you're talking about the onslaught of a dude who can confidently wear a blue belt with blue pants. That's hard to beat.
Okay.
That's hard to beat.
He's also wearing a bright blue sweater.
And this guy's all blue. Sure, Captain America's all blue, but look at that white and that red. He's not uniform.
Okay.
Freddy's got him in the entire game.
Okay, but you look me in the eyes and tell me Fred also isn't a cuck. Captain America will go up to Daphne and start seducing her, and Fred will, like, shoot himself.
That's not fair. You can't bring other characters into this. This is a 1v1.
Cap is also... You know what? You could single-handedly defeat all of the Scooby-Doo gang solely through psychological manipulation.
But that's not what we're doing.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, let me give you this, though. Right, this is the big point why Freddy would win. In Captain America 2, the Winter Soldier, right? At the beginning, Captain America was sort of getting his ass handed to him by just a random Russian dude.
But
Bolshov.
He fought him like a man with no shield. Cap ain't fighting like a man in this one. He's got that shield.
I already said Cap would throw his shield and he would defend it with the ascot.
And you know what his shield does?
No, it's not going to come back to him.
It comes back to him.
It's not going to come back to him. It's going to bounce off.
That's what it does. It comes back to him.
How would it come back to him?
He's got magnets on it.
Not 2012 Cap.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. He's got the straps.
How do you think he takes it off and goes, whoop?
Movie magic.
Dude, you're done for.
Look, all I'm saying is the wardrobe of Freddy and the absolute onslaught with his ascot, because his ascot's not going away. He's gonna slap Captain America around with that. And once Cap throws that shield and loses it, because again, this is 2012 Cap. That shit's not coming back. Maybe Civil War Cap, I'd give it to you. Maybe the shield come back, but that's not coming back.
Okay, but how good of a this basically comes down to who can punch harder.
Freddie Prinze Jr. by a mile.
Yeah, he can punch harder than a biologically created super soldier from World War II, who's also Chris Evans.
Okay. I'm gonna put a pin in that point. I want you to recognize real quick. Look at the color of his hair versus the color of Cap's hair. That one's brighter.
What? So what is it? Is the sun gonna reflect in it and blind him more?
Maybe it could. I'm thinking that there's a real possibility that when Freddie Prinze Jr. is charging forward. It's going to do a little bit of a bing, blind cap, and then she's just going to go to town on him. And that's going to be game over for Captain America. You took Shaggy out by talking to him. Let me kill Captain America.
You know what? Fine. Fred wins against Captain America.
I was never going to let that go.
Yeah?
I was never.
You would have been here for hours.
If you weren't going to give me Ultra Instinct Shaggy, I'm not going to give you Cap and his stupid returning shield. Moving on to the next one, halfway through, or not even. We're almost halfway through. Velma versus Hawkeye. I'm thinking this is a pretty definitive. Once her glasses go, she's fucked.
Her tagline is, I can't see without my glasses. Hawkeye just needs to go up and go, boop, and knock her glasses off.
What he would do is he'd knock her glasses off, and then while he's right there, he would just
arrow her.
And that's a quick.
Hey, let's not give it.
Okay, now write her out. Okay.
We have to take this into consideration.
Velma
is the smartest of the Mystery Inc. gang. She knows how to set traps. She knows how to find out who people really are and their weaknesses. By the time she's fighting Hawkeye, she could have probably already even know he had a family. She could have given him an address.
She's like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, she could have said, like, you even lay a finger on me. And your little Kate Bishop daughter...
Say bye-bye to her.
So you thought Thanos was going to dust her.
She holds up her hand. She's got the Infinity Gauntlet on. Okay, so you're trying to propose to me that I like how this is switched now.
Yeah.
So you're trying to propose that Velma would be able to sort of psych Hawkeye out.
Yeah,
and make him back down.
And then as or she could get Hawkeye angry. You know, he think that he
charges forward,
and then
there's a trap.
Nets him, gets him up, and then she rips off his face, saying who he really is. And he's old man McCratchis who runs the amusement park down the road. No, she rips off his mask and it's his Ronin haircut.
She fucking screams. Ah! His mohawk cuts through the net.
She like turns like Medusa. She just turns into stone.
Okay, so out of these three different...
Or Hawkeye could see that it is Linda Cardellini, and knowing Hawkeye, they would just end up fucking in the street.
Be seduced immediately.
Yeah. No, she could definitely use her Cardellinis to seduce him.
I have strong Cardellinis. Okay.
She had a good set of Cardellinis.
You know what? You made such a strong... I should have been arguing for Velma, but you made such a strong point of
if I'm being honest, this might end in a stalemate. They might be able... They might just psych each other out. This might just end in the pure...
No one does anything.
Pure tie, yeah.
I can't have that, though.
They're fighting two different wars here.
Fair point. Okay, but you know what,
Marco? I gotta go with Velma.
I'm gonna go with Velma.
You're gonna go with Velma?
So the situation of Velma using her detective skills, her intellect to be able to deduce Hawkeye's family,
and her natural female charm,
She would have enraged Hawkeye, had him rush forward, net him, and then rip his fucking skull off. Which
decapitates him screaming,
just like Sub-Zero or some shit.
Okay, so far it is
Avengers 1,
2-1 Scooby-Doo.
Mystery Machine Gang 2. Okay.
Mystery Inc. Idiot.
You put so much emphasis on the ink. Ink. Mystery Inc.
Okay. About to ink.
Daphne versus Black Widow. I think this is the most competitive one on the lineup.
Yeah?
I'm thinking that Daphne, look, she's very acrobatic. She's got a lot of good movement, a lot of great kicks. But at the same time, that's really neutralized by Black Widow because they're both very similar.
But you're also considering this. Black Widow knows how to stay focused in a battle. Daphne is all about chop till you drop. And if she breaks a nail, she's out. She's out.
That's game over.
She's out. All Black Widow has to do is step on her hand, and she's out of commission. She's got to find the nearest nail salon.
I'm thinking,
yell, or she'll just see that Black Widow's annoying her, and then make Fred come over and fight for him.
So Fred would be fighting Black Widow.
Yeah, because Daphne is all like, Fred,
do
it for me.
Fred just beats the shit out of
a woman.
It's like Slipknot.
He's just beating a woman. Slipknot's looking on like, nice. I taught him that. I'm gonna climb out of here.
I think, okay, here's the thing though. It's really difficult for me to make a case for Daphne because of her hair. She's got super long hair. Look at Black Widow's hair.
It's up
short.
It's up kept. She can grab her hair, wrap it around her neck.
That's
and
what I'm
choke her
saying.
the
Yeah,
fuck
or
out.
it gets in her eyes. She's trying to throw some combos in there. Got hair in her eyes. She can't see. She can't know. So
She's way more practical.
Yeah, way more practical. So I think that's in the situation of how this is gonna go. They're gonna square off. It's gonna be pretty even for the first 15 seconds, and then once Black Widow pulls out her little stun baton, breaks Daphne's nails.
Also, just look at the outfit Daphne has on. She's got a lot less armor on.
Yeah.
She's got something that she's got to protect a lot more than Black Widow does in this incarnation.
Okay.
That's going to be a major game changer late in the third quarter.
Think about this though. Look at those biceps. She's ripped as hell. So let me adjust how the situation is going to go down. She's going to have the upper hand in the beginning. She's going to get Black Widow in a rough position. Maybe start choking her out. And then Black Widow, because she's practical, because she's smart.
She's just got to get Daphne dirty.
She's going to break the hand, right? Or not the hand, but break the nail, and then use the hair.
All she has to do is just pocket sand Daphne.
King of the hill.
Yeah, she's just gotta dale her and put the eyes in her face, muss up her hair, break her nails, and then Daphne's out of commission. I think she's gonna spend the next 2 weeks recovering her looks.
2 weeks? I'm thinking 2 years.
Until the day she dies.
She'll never recover.
She won't come back until Age of Ultron.
She'll be scrubbing her face to get the dirt off her, but it's never gonna get off her.
Just like cursing Natasha Romanoff's name.
Damn it, Scarlett Johansson!
You're prettier than me.
I'm thinking that's the big key difference between the two. Black Widow is more willing to do what Daphne's not willing to do.
Also, Black Widow's a KGB agent. She knows she's got that Putin. She's got that Putin influence in her.
Fair point. She does have Vladimir in her corner, so that's gonna be it won't be a swift victory, but it's gonna be
not gonna be a pretty one either.
It's a war of attrition. It's gonna be a war of attrition. I think Daphne's gonna hold her own, but just eventually the utter will. The indomitable will of Black Widow is gonna...
unbreakable spirit.
Absolutely. Like
Natasha
the movie.
Romanoff.
With
starring David Dunn.
Is that who played the guy?
Bruce Willis starred as David Dunn.
Oh. Bruce... Wait, so...
Unbreakable.
Oh my god! I meant the Sarah Hildenbrand or whatever, the book that was adapted into the movie about the track star.
Unbroken.
Ah!
You mean the movie that fucking Angelina Jolie directed?
I think so.
That was really, really bad? Yeah, no. Unbreakable is Bruce Willis. Did you think I thought Bruce Willis starred as Louis Zamperini? Can you imagine Bruce Willis trying to hold up he
would never let it down
in a Japanese internment camp? It's this bald fuck.
Getting back onto
Black Widow wins.
Black Widow wins, so now it's going to be a 3-2. 2-2. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, that last one.
So the remaining Avengers are Iron Man and Black Widow and Fred and Velma.
Right. So now we're moving into Titan Scrappy-Doo versus Hulk.
This is a very difficult question.
This really is. I'm thinking
because not only was Scrappy-Doo roided the fuck out, Scrappy-Doo also had the spirits of all the souls of Spooky Island in him.
Fair point. So I'm thinking, well, this is gonna be. You saw 2008's Incredible Hulk, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Remember? Well, unfortunately, but this gives us a really good sort of idea of how this might go down because I would assimilate Scrappy-Doo to be a more intelligent and stronger version of Abomination.
Okay, but Scrappy-Doo is also mentally unstable. And he's not going to be Granted, Hulk just really smashes as well, but I feel like he would... compared to Scrappy-Doo just screaming, running around, talking about how big his dick is, Hulk is just going to go in there. Scrappy-Doo will be monologuing about how he's going to defeat him, and then Hulk will just Loki him, grab him by the ankles and be smashing him around everywhere.
I think what would happen is you'd get that pro wrestling beginning where they grab each other's hands.
Oh yeah.
And just that test of strength for maybe half an hour. And then
just the vibrations just so intense it's causing a shockwave to just ripple out.
No, I think there would be so much vibration that the souls of Spooky Island would eventually start being released out of Scrappy. And then he would just sort of go back down.
Once he has that out, he's just normal Scrappy-Doo again.
And then Hulk just
steps on him. Or no, when you come upon an ant and you flick the ant and the ant just doesn't exist anymore. that answer's not real. That's what he'll do to Scrappy. He'll just
flick Scrappy out of existence.
He just doesn't exist anymore.
I think that's kind of
like
exactly...
you never see what happens to the ant when you flick it. It just disappears.
There's no evidence that it existed
ever. No one will ever know what happened to it. That's what will happen to Scrappy. He'll just go, bink, bink,
gone.
He will definitely be able to get some licks into Hulk.
Well, that's the thing. If you're doing that bullshit test of strength, yeah, Scrappy can do a little bit of dirty boxing in there, you know.
Yeah, but eventually Scrappy's gonna fight dirty. He's also a dog, so he could bite.
Hulk. He's gonna bite.
He's gonna bite Hulk.
I mean, but look, we've seen the Hulk come through some really serious adversity.
But we're literally talking about Hulk fighting a dog. Hulk has fought a dog before. He fought Fenrir and
absolutely murdered him.
He fought a literal giant god wolf.
A wolf that was significantly larger than Titan Scrappy.
And it bit into him, and it drew a little bit of blood, and then he suplexed it. He literally grabbed it upside down and threw its ass off a waterfall.
Okay, so with that, right, I think what's going to happen, we're going to get a strength test for a half of 30 minutes minimum between the two.
Yeah.
And then
Hulk's going to overpower.
Scrap's gonna bite. He's gonna bite. He's gonna toss some jabs. But then Hulk's gonna.
Scrappy's never been in a fight before.
Fair point. He doesn't have experience. Hulk has
got a lot of experience.
I'd say honestly, right off the bat.
I dropped the thing I was fidgeting.
Damn it!
Now
the paperclip. I'd say right off the bat, Scrappy's got a bit more power, which is gonna allow him to bite Hulk, punch Hulk. But as
Scrappy's
it goes
also
on,
like he can talk. He's fully cognitive of what's going on around him.
So he can piss the Hulk off.
Yeah,
but that would just make the Hulk stronger, which would lead to the eventual suplex, which would take all the souls out.
He's just his own worst enemy, Scrappy-Doo. He's
just
gonna get in his own way.
How poetic. Scrappy-Doo is
poetic cinema. Scrappy-Doo is his own
Scrappy-Doo getting suplexed by the Hulk and then flicked it out of existence. So I think that's definitely gonna go.
Let me at him. So Avengers just took the lead with 3v2.
They did. Iron Man, Black Widow, and Hulk scoring victories over Shaggy, Daphne, and Titan Scrappy-Doo. And Fred beating Cap and Velma beating Hawkeye. So that leaves us to our last one, which is Scooby-Doo.
The
myth, the legend, Scooby-Doo versus the god of thunder, Thor. Okay.
Odin's son.
This is a really tough one. Honestly, because I'm thinking when you're talking Scooby-Doo, you've got to really...
You don't fuck around when you talk about Scooby-Doo.
You don't fuck around! That's real deal.
This is Scooby-Doo, man.
This is Scoob.
This is Scoober-Doobert.
So when I think when we're talking about Scooby, his biggest strengths really lie in the fact that he doesn't fucking exist. I mean,
Thor.
But in the sense that Thor's played by Chris Hemsworth, Scooby-Doo doesn't exist.
He's a Great Dane.
What if it was just a Great Dane versus Chris Hemsworth?
Thor just fighting. I honestly don't know who would win that fight.
No, but here's what I'm trying to say with him not existing. He's CG, so that means he's very malleable. He's so flexible.
He's also a cartoon. Cartoon physics applies to him.
Fair point. So he can.
It didn't to any of the other ones because they were live action in this one.
Scoob doesn't exist, so he's got a couple more pros.
And even in live action, cartoon physics applies to him. He
eats a bunch of
His feet go like 3 seconds before he actually starts moving.
He's very stretchy.
He can talk.
He can.
Well, his eyes pop out of his head.
So I'm thinking Scooby's biggest strength, flexibility, right? Very acrobatic. Can take a fuck ton of damage.
Cartoon physics.
Those are the three biggest strengths.
No fall damage for Scooby.
No fall damage, and I think that's gonna be one of the key differentiators between himself and Thor. Thor can take fall damage. If Scoob gets him up there,
Thor won't need to take fall damage because he can fly.
Unless Scoob beats him so bad that he falls.
If Scoob drops him, he can just fly the fuck out of there.
He's got Mjolnir. Okay.
He's got Mjolnir.
Ooh.
He's not very good at it yet, though.
Right.
He only uses his lightning once.
So this is gonna be more of So he's gonna be hitting Scoob with Mjolnir, but since Scoob can take so much damage, it doesn't matter. Okay, when did we establish
Scoob can take damage?
Because he's flexible. He's squishy.
What is flexibility?
It's like SpongeBob, dude. If you punch SpongeBob, it doesn't hurt him.
Oh, like Flats? How Flats kept punching SpongeBob and he just absorbed it?
Yeah, that's okay. I think that
Sponge-Doo?
Sponge-Doo. Scooby Sponge. I'm thinking...
No, Scooby Pants.
Scooby Pants.
Scoob Bob Spongy Pants.
I think, okay, as much as I love Scooby-Doo, this is just a really tough matchup for him stylistically.
Honestly?
I don't think he has a lot of keys differently, because here's the thing. If he had hands, maybe I would say he could choke Thor out. Maybe.
He has elbows. He could just wrap his elbow around them.
But he's got joints. Like this. He's got a... It doesn't work.
Okay, but...
He's a dog. He can't do that.
He is a dog. I thought of it. Scooby has the ability to walk on both 2 and 4 legs. He has the speed advantage.
Okay.
He's faster than Thor.
So that's the big difference. Thor's got power.
He can get up behind him. And what did I say earlier? What wins, speed or strength?
Speed.
It's usually speed, because Thor is a bit...
He's sluggish. He's very sluggish.
But Thor can also use abilities that get a mass area. He can jump down and shoot the lightning, and it goes everywhere.
He can also fly. That's the thing.
If
Scoob gets behind him, Thor just takes off.
And he has the one Hail Mary of the
lightning
and the lightning hammer trick. So
I'm thinking how this might play out. Scoob is going to be using that four-legged, type of movement. Get behind Thor. Get some licks in on the kidneys, really soften Thor up. But every time
his thornies.
But every time he does that, I think Thor's gonna react by swinging the hammer around and catching Scooby in the mouth. So we
know he's good with the hammer.
I think that's gonna be an issue for Scooby, is trying to really get away from it once he moves in.
Exactly.
But the longer that this fight goes, the more that Scooby just runs out of options, because Thor can fly. The lightning is a big issue.
I think just after a while, it's Scooby just... Thor is more of a jack of all trades.
Yeah, I think he's just
Scooby's kind of a one-trick pony.
Scooby has one big move, which is the speed, and even then he doesn't have the power to really make use of it.
I will say, though, out of all of them, this would be one hell of a battle. This would be the battle to witness of all battles.
I think so. Here's the thing. I think
this would be the 2-panel shot in the Avengers.
Right, this would be the big
Thor
one
versus Scooby.
Instead of Captain America and Iron Man go like that and Captain America, it's just Scooby and Thor.
It's Thor like flying and then Scooby running and then like colliding and then like a fucking supernova.
Oh, wait a sec. I think that's exactly how it would play out. All right, so they'd kill each other because
they'd kill themselves.
No, because we haven't talked about Scooby snacks.
I kept thinking about Scooby snacks.
Okay, so what would happen, right? Scooby would have the initial speed advantage, but every time he'd come in, Thor would back him off, and then eventually, war of attrition, Scoob would run out of options, and so he'd almost like Titan Scrappy. He'd make the one big, I've got to eat all of my fucking Scooby snacks.
His health goes up, his mana goes up, his stamina
everything goes up. And then Thor, because at this point he's very arrogant.
And Thor's also very tired.
Very tired, and so I'm thinking... Thor would try to he'd see the last-ditch effort, and he'd be like, all right, this is my big move. He'd get the thunder. They'd both go at each other.
And then it would kill them both.
They would cease to exist.
You know what? I think we've reached our first stalemate.
I think we have. But unfortunately, with Scooby and Thor being a stalemate, that means that
the Avengers would win.
Mystery Inc.'s going to come up short.
We haven't considered the fact that Shaggy is still alive. He's just not. He's gonna come back out after the battle and be like, "What happened?
What happened, guys? Why is everybody dead? Where's my dog?"
And his dog's just like burned to a charred.
It's a charred body.
He's just like, "Oh, it was my dog, man. We ate dog food together."
That's the first thing he says when he sees Scooby's dead body. Like, we ate dog food, Fred. I'm thinking
Fred's still alive. He's like battle weary and like blood.
Captain America's blood all over him.
He like has his shield now. He's like, this is mine now.
Fred is Captain America. I think so. Versus series episode 1. I think that this is pretty
Avengers win by a very
slight margin.
One hell of a battle.
This was one for the ages, but the Avengers do pull it out at the end with Thor and Scooby erasing themselves from existence.
Just like Scrappy-Doo.
Just like Scrappy. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it to this point, this was sort of a long one. 36 minutes.
A funny one, no.
But, I mean, here's the thing. We're consistent.
I was enjoyed by it.
I did enjoy it, too. That's the thing. If we enjoy it, that's all that matters. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our breakdown. If you disagree with any of our results,
let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think. I mean, again, I just want you to realize we're not factoring in Ultra Instinct Shaggy. If we were, it'd be too OP.
If you can find someone to fight Nick Fury, who would win with that?
Sure, fair point. Find someone from the Mystery Inc. gang, whether they be a current player or a past player, that would rival Nick Fury. I'd love to see that in the comments. Again, thanks for watching so much. Appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one.